A college student who was lost for days with her boyfriend in blizzard conditions is telling their remarkable story of survival. They survived 48 hours trapped in a snowbank near the top of Algonquin Peak. At more than 5,000 feet, it is the second highest mountain in New York State. In an interview you will only see on CBS This Morning, Michelle Miller talks to the student about how the couple stayed alive long enough for rescuers to find them. She is in Lake Placid, New York. Michelle, good morning.
Good morning, and you can see that mountain behind me. This couple was just going on a day hike Sunday when all of a sudden a heavy fog rolled in. They couldn't even see 5 feet in front of them, and that's when they took a wrong step and literally tumbled down the side of that mountain.
We just started plummeting down into like endless snow.
There's no way up, there's no way down. What goes through your mind?
We were terrified. I think that's the only thing that I was thinking. It didn't feel real.
Madison Popolizio and her boyfriend Blake Aloysius are experienced hikers. Their climb started out fine, but the next 2 days trapped in a snowbank would be a brutal test of will.
I was freezing. The fall pushed all of the snow up my jacket, into my gloves, in my boots. I was covered in snow.
Madison says she owes her life to Blake.
He looked after you.
I told him I can't really feel my legs anymore. I can't feel my feet. And his first instinct, was to take his bag that was full of our supplies and our food and to dump it out and to pull it around my legs so I could stay warm.
Without him?
Oh, without him, I never would have made it.
What did he say to you to keep you going?
He told me how much he loved me and what our lives were going to be like when we got out.
For 2 freezing days and nights, rescuers searched almost around the clock in 4 feet of snow, including Forest Ranger Scott Van Leer.
There was a lot worse weather coming, a lot colder weather.
By that time, Madison says she and Blake were hallucinating, seeing and hearing things that weren't there, until they heard this.
I looked at him and I was like, "Did you hear that one?" And he was like, "Yeah, I heard that one." And we both just started screaming.
We couldn't see them. We hear their voice, especially we heard her voice. It just shot right through the air.
It was like an angel coming for us. The first thing I can remember was him saying that we're gonna make it out of here. Yes! How are your toes? Are you feeling? Are you in pain?
Blake is still in the hospital and could lose some toes to frostbite.
We accepted, we might lose some toes, fingers. I asked him if he would still think I was pretty if I didn't have any feet. And he said, "You could lose both feet, both your legs, both your arms, and you'd still be the prettiest girl in the world."
But she says they never considered the worst.
We made an agreement early on when we got trapped that neither one of us could die because we couldn't leave the other one alone. And after that, death wasn't an option. It wasn't a subject for us. It just wasn't.
That is one heck of a love story there. I have to tell you, Madison is still struggling to walk. She suffers from frostbite to her toes. She even may have fractured teeth from all the chattering she did in that snow. But she says once Blake is out of the hospital, she is planning one heck of a reunion for all those state forest rangers who risked their own lives to save them. Gail?
Wow, Michelle, what an incredible
story. The human
story.
heart is a powerful
Ask
thing.
the Kleenex. Now we can only hope they invite CBS to the wedding. That's such an amazing start. Yeah. Imagine the stories you can tell your children. Blake and Madison, so glad you're okay.